The US government has officially confirmed that you have no rights, but the general public has no idea. They're sleepwalking right through it. They have no idea what's going on in their life, so they willingly accept whatever they are given. They follow orders obediently, just like a trained animal should. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today, we're going to get into a topic I haven't covered in quite a while. Let's get into it. You've probably heard of, if you see something, say something. Most people don't think anything of this. But it's a program that you'll see around on the buses, at the bus terminal, the train terminal, the metro or subway systems, on television and the radio, on the internet, and everywhere in between. If you see something, say something. Unattended bags, unusual behavior. And these are very, very vague considerations that people need to make. Letting their authorities know what's happening. And oftentimes, I'm reminded of what we have seen in the past. The tattletale systems that have been developed. It's not just the US. This happens to be Canada. See something, say something. Let's keep Canada Day safe. And it's a program, as I said, I've seen this here at the train station. If you see something, say something. A little sign. Making sure everyone's aware. The truth is that we have seen instances in history where people become spies for their government. And they feel that somehow they benefit. But of course, it's a powerful feeling that people get. That's what it's about. If you've ever been on jury duty, for example, you'll see the same type of behavior when it comes time to have a talk with your fellow jurors and decide what the results will be. Maybe that's a story for another day. Look at this. And I want to know how many people have encountered their own experiences here, whether it's with TSA or anything else. CBP, directly from their website, okay? We're talking about Customs and Border Protection. Release statistics on electronic device searches. Okay, but they promise here that they search fewer than 1/100th of 1% of all arriving international travelers. Sounds like a very small number, doesn't it? Okay, so the CBP announced that in the first 6 months of fiscal year 2017, it searched 15,000 travelers. Sure, percentage-wise, it's small. But do you really need to search through 15,000 people? What are you looking for? That's what I want to know. What are you really looking for? And if the person refused, obviously, it wouldn't be allowed through. They suggest they're looking for, nefarious activities, right? These here. But I have to say, it's really not about that. They have never once caught anybody. Never once. And yet this is still going through this process. How many times have you had to go to the airport and you go through these silly body scanners that have been proven to not work. Every time I have to go, this happened in Toronto, it's happened to me in the US as well. I had to do the same thing in Amsterdam. Multiple cases, that's the ones I remember off the top of my head, where I had to speak to the individual. No, I don't want to go through the machine. They make you stand beside the machine, which is ridiculous because I'm sure that machine is constantly giving off radiation that I don't want. So they make you stand beside it, make you wait 10 minutes. And then I have to go through the absolutely thorough, to be as polite as possible, groping. That's what it is. Physically harassing me, violating rights as far as I'm concerned. And that's the same situation with the devices. There's no Fourth Amendment. There is no you are innocent until proven guilty. You're already guilty unless you give up something. They need to touch you, they need to search you in some way, and that's the way this works. To me, it's I'm trying to find the right words without getting upset, so it's a little difficult. But when I go through the airports, I'm practically shaking after because I'm so upset. And you see the people one after the other just going through the body scanner, just going right through. Then I show up, and it's weird to everybody, to the workers there, to everybody around. Everybody's looking, and it's just strange to them. Why wouldn't you go through the body scanner? And then it makes, they basically try to single you out. They take you right into the middle of everybody, put your arms out, and the whole drill. I'd actually like to know if you've ever had this instance with yourself, if you've ever been searched at the airport. I've never had my cell phone to be searched through, but I have received every other type of mishap that can happen at an airport. I mean, they do the swabbing, they do the test on your hands, they do the pat downs. I've had searches through bags. I've had basically everything that I've ever heard of. It's been happening except for this. So I expect it at some point. I don't really like to have to go anywhere, and just for this reason. But anyway, this is happening. Let's confirm it. Let's speak the truth. You have no rights. They search through everything. They grope you. They touch you. And then there was a response to all this that I thought was so amazing. In the subway, somebody put this. These signs, they dressed up like as if they were actual repair people or the people putting up the signs. They made it look all legitimate. But if you read carefully on these signs, you can see what they really get into. And it basically talks about the hypocrisy of all of these. If you see something, say something, but then it gets into the real story. Hey, I noticed my government was doing something, but I'm not allowed to say anything about that. So it's interesting. If you type in, if you see something, say something, MTA Fake Signs, you'll get that to come up. It's quite interesting what they've done. Whoever did it is, very smart. I don't know if many people caught that. They probably just have their head down in their phones and didn't really pay attention. Okay, that's all for this video today. A little different. I just saw it, and this information, it upsets me at a deeper level. It's the reality. I'm sure this video will get probably 1/4 of the views of my other videos, but it has to be said, so I wanted to bring that to you. That's all. Take care. If you found it informative, please give me a thumbs up. Last but not least, if you found the video informative, you'll find my books even more informative. Links are in the description below. Take care.